So what's the difference between marketing, communication and advertising? It's a question that a lot of people get confused about, and half of the reason that most people that are engaging with marketers or anybody in the marketing profession get so confused is because there's really no clarity around it. So we don't really understand who does what and where happens what. So in a big corporate organisation, the structure is traditionally that you have your marketing manager or CMO-level marketer that is responsible for the strategy, the planning, the overall implementation, the messaging, the branding, data analysis and so on. So it's more of that business management, and they work in with the CFO, the CEO, COO and the IT department, especially the IT department, to execute and keep everything on track. Now when you come out, then you've got your marketing and communication. So communication is basically your channels for your market. So when a marketer decides which channels are most appropriate for you and your business in the mix, we then go to each of those different suppliers in that communications. So an advertising agency is a collective agency where you go, where a lot of big people go, agencies go, to basically do everything for them. They've created a wonderful path for themselves and kind of differentiated themselves outside of the marketing side, and the communication side has kind of struggled to define its role in the whole process. So in a lot of ways, your marketing and your advertising agency go together, but it's really, your advertising agency is a multi-channel path into your communications. So what falls under communications? Basically anything in that digital realm. You've also got your radio, your television, anything your advertising agency can traditionally sort out for you. And your PR. PR, I think, is one of the most undervalued resources that are in the tool chest. But again, it falls under that communication side of things. So if you're curious on how that works, and the reason that a lot of people strategy fails when it comes to that marketing, especially in that small to medium sized business, is they end up going to one of the single channel suppliers in the communication side and they say, create me a strategy. Well, a lot of the time that's not their skill set. Bigger agencies, absolutely, they're really good at that. But if I go to a graphic designer and ask them to do me a logo, well, that's not a brand. So it's really kind of comes down to the marketing department or the marketing manager or outsourced marketing department creating your branding elements, your visual elements, your strategy, your plan, which channels are going to be most appropriate for you, and then handing that over with your style guide to each one of those suppliers to do the execution of the work for you. That's how the balance should have worked, but the advertising agencies have done such a great job of pulling it away that when the digital realms come in, there's been a big disjoint between what should happen and what is happening. So a lot of people get disheartened with going to digital because it's not getting what they say they're going to get. Half of that is because it's deregulated and people don't have to be qualified to be doing that task, and the other half is they haven't got the marketing strategy figured out and set through. So that's just that. If you've got any questions on that or want anything expanded, please let me know. Just put a message down the bottom and I'll happily do another video. Michelle Frager from Brand It Rocks.